All right, guys, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to live options trading with me. This is live. It is 9:21 Eastern Standard Time. So I had to kind of mess with my OBS screen recorder and YouTube. It's a pain in the ass. Welcome to my world. It's just what it is. So if you haven't traded or done this with us before, my name is Carlos Garcia. I'm the founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. We just hit 4,000 subs last night, so I promised that we would have a live trading session with me, and here we are. So again, thanks again. Appreciate that. Really appreciate the support as always, and it's a good feeling to get that 4,000 subs. The support you guys have given us has been tremendous. I owe you tons of gratitude. Thank you so much again. So this is what we're doing. So I guess we had 4,000 subs. The next one we'll do is 10,000 subs. We'll do another live session. 10,000 subs. I'll do one. Or if we get 100,000 Instagram followers. So follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll make sure we'll get another trading session live. All right, so let's kind of go over a couple things. I am trading here on my three computers. I have my iMac. If you haven't seen my video on my office setup, feel free to check it out. I'm gonna kind of go over a couple things I'm gonna do. So I have my team. Basically, we're all working remote, obviously, and they're handling the Discord chat for our Signal members, our students, and everything like that. So I went ahead and ready to let them know, and they're rocking and rolling. And I will be there's made some times where I may be quiet in a sense because I'm probably just like responding to a couple of messages here and there. But that's basically going with that. So I can show you a couple of things I have open now so you guys can see. I don't like closing positions on my computer. I like doing it on my phone. So on my phone is where I usually execute my trades. So it's just easier for me. And then I can get a screenshot for the chat room because they like to see, the trades. So I can go over a couple of things that I have open and tell you if there were signals and go from there. So again, all this is on private. I'm not going to put my information out there. This is YouTube and it's public. So I'm not going to put how much money I have and whatever. You could see this is my options positions. This is live, real-time data. You could see here. It's not demo or anything that nonsense. GLD, I have the August 21, 195 calls. I got that in with students, which is the masterclass students. If you have not signed up, we just increased the price on masterclass because we had such a high demand and we only have a couple of teachers. So again, that's where we are. But again, the masterclass students tend to get more signals true because we understand and they understand risk management. And some of the new guys who we don't know, basic or premium, we don't know them. So for all we know, they're gamblers and they're wild. And again, we're really just all about making sure that you're safe and you know what you're doing. Masterclass students understand, they've taken their classes, they've spoken to us, they know. So again, they tend to get a little more. That's just the way it is. August 7th, 25 calls on SLV. I'm in the money. I have those too. I also have August 21st, August 21st, 25 calls SLV. Those are in the money as well. If you can see, I have a little bigger position there. This is a little more farther out. NVIDIA was a signal, the 460s. We hit NVIDIA earlier this week, I think on Monday, and it's at 14%. We should be able to get that. Microsoft, I have the 240 calls for January 2021. You can see I have about two contracts, about $2,000 on that. That's a thing I did with my students. SPY, we have the 331s. Those are open. Those are in the money. Thus, where's this? That was a signal. There's the only two signals open is NVIDIA and SPY. So we'll probably get those today. AMD, I also bought the 100 calls for August 21st. I have those. Again, they're 3 weeks away, so I'm rocking with it. And Microsoft, the 225s were a signal. I didn't get to close it with the students because my TOS froze and then it flipped on me and I held it. Oh well, I'm gonna hold on to that bad boy. And then I also have Microsoft 220 calls that I'm a little heavier on. But again, we're getting a little bit of a bounce. Let's see where we go. But that's where I'm at. And I also have some USO calls that was just they were pretty much relatively cheap. It's a bounce. It's 2 years away. So again, it's a complete one of those fun trades that I just went with it. So good morning. Hey, you're welcome. Good morning, everybody. Thanks again for joining me. We got about 252 people on. Again, we're about 4 minutes away. So again, keep in mind, most of you are probably not members yet. If you do like this kind of stuff, I don't do this often. It's just time. It's just time consuming. technology permitting and all that stuff. So it's not that easy because I have multiple things to do. I have a lot of people on my team that help out. I have to get with social media, and I also have multiple businesses I run, guys. This is not my only business. I have other businesses that I run. So G.A.R Capital is not the only thing I do. So keep that in mind. So I can't do this kind of stuff every day, but I enjoy when I do it. So again, we'll see. SLV is going crazy. GLD doing well, but SLV is booming. So kind of what I'm watching SLV, I'm watching GLD, I'm watching Microsoft, obviously. I have those calls anyways. I like Apple, watching it here. Let's see if we get this break of this high here of around 442. Could be interesting. Let's see what we get. I'll put an alert there. So we got about 3 minutes left. And Nvidia I have as well, like we talked about. I could just zoom in here. We had a little bit of a drop of that ADP number. Again, you may not see me close on the screen, but I have it here on my phone. So again, my execution, this is a trader tip. I prefer executions on my phone than I do on the computer. It's just easier for me. I know there's hotkeys for TOS. I just prefer to trade on my phone. I'm so used to it being on the move. It's just easier for me. I get better execution. I use the computer for charting, the desktop computer, but I use my phone for execution. Just what I prefer. And then I can get screenshots and send to the students and everything like that. So rocking and rolling. Just a heads up, we had Square yesterday. It hit 40%. We left a runner. Anthony and some of our staff is still holding it. I closed it personally, but again, it is a soaring. But again, I'm not chasing it and anything. I'm happy with it. So yeah, get Anthony to do this live trading session. Yeah, Anthony just had a baby, so that's not happening. He's not doing a live trading session anytime soon. He's a family man. I don't have children, so you have me. Sorry, but he has kids, so that's not gonna happen. Space, the bankruptcy wasn't good. You're talking about Virgin Atlantic, which is the airline, not Virgin Galactic. Two different things. So either way, so I'm gonna talk to you guys. I'm gonna answer some questions. Let's see if we get some trades. We're not gonna force anything. If we see something we like, I'll go ahead and just type it up and I'll post it up and we'll rock and roll. So just a heads up. Remember, 1 to 2%, 2 to 4% is your max risk. Keep in mind, and we'll go from there and I'll explain the trade as we go. We're about a minute out, rocking and rolling. So let's see what we get. Cheers. I'm gonna have some coffee. Let's go. Yep, rock and rolling. So we're about 50 seconds left. I do have spine and video open. I still have SLV open. So you already saw my positions, what I have open. Let's see what we get. So yeah. Okay, so I will answer Discord when I get a shot. I will get there when I get there. There's only one of me. I only have two arms, two hands. I'm not an octopus. I don't have eight arms. So heads up. Expectations of BA for the rest of the month. Let's see what the price action is when we open. Let's see what we get. Let's not jump the gun here. We'll see what we get. Here's my options watch list. Let's see what we get. Okay, about 6 seconds away. SLV is pushing. I'm liking that. We're at 450 on Nvidia, which is basically a couple of points up. And the bell just rang in my ear. And SLV, I'm up 91%. I'm up 110% on SLV. I'll go ahead and close it. You can see here, SLV 120%. I'll create a closing order. Good night and sent. SPY is up 16%. I'm still holding. It's still filling on SLV. So I already put a limit order. SPY, I'm in the money. I'm up 17%. Gold I have for August 21st. I'm holding. I have not filled my SLV yet. So I'm just letting the students know that I'm closing my SLV for this week. I do have a screenshot. I'll send it when I get a shot. What else I have? GLD open. AMD's down 32. I'm still looking at my phone. So Nvidia's green. SLV is kind of pulling back. I'm at 88%. I have a limit order open. So you can see that limit order is here. Let's see if we get that filled. And we should be able to fill, no problem. So there we go. I'll go ahead and send it to my team as we go along. And we're still waiting for that fill. So all good. And now we're kind of in the money, just kind of seeing a little morning fade here on SPY. And SPY, I'm up 16%. NVIDIA, I'm basically flat. Microsoft kind of hovering here. AMD, I'm not really worried about, but SLV, I want to see if I get that fill. Let's see what's moving here today. Square is moving, pumping and moving and grooving. And you can see that continuation. Again, it's still early. I want to see if we get that continuation to the upside. Let's take a look at some of the volume on Square together. I could do that. August 7th would really be very, very, very aggressive. The 160s are $4.10. I don't see myself getting into something like that yet. I mean, if we get a really big pump, maybe, but 160, I mean, it's still early, and I hate to get into that. Hold Square? No, if you have Square, take it. Just go. Just take it. Enjoy your money. I still have my limit order on SLV going, so all good. Again, I don't like making any kind of open positions right at the open. Again, a lot of the orders are coming in from Asia and Europe, and they're just pushing around. So again, that's kind of what I do there. So pretty good stuff. What's moving today? Square's moving, Disney's moving, SLV's moving, which I have. Win, gold, we know that. GLD kind of took a little bit of a slide, backslide. Nice trade, Nicky. Nick is our VP, and he had a really great trade on SLV. Congratulations to him. Let's see. Nvidia, I'm red on Nvidia now. SLV, I'm kind of hovering here. I'm at 82%. I think we get a little more continuation. I have a limit order, not really worried. SLV 821, 828. Should I hold? I don't know what your strike is. Would you close SLV order and do it again to sell? No, I have my limit order. I'll let the market do it. What is the strike on GLD? My strike is 195. At GLD 190 calls, grade 14, 114% to Zora. I would just take it. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your money. Can you pump my stock swings so I can get rich? No. Lulu Bussin. I own Lulu. That's great. All right, Square is on the move. Look at Square go. Square's getting another leg up. So if you wanted to play that, the 160s, I mean, that's pretty aggressive. Again, I want to see this price action here and see if we can continue. But Square's a really tough one to play, especially after this run. I'm a little nervous to even try to get into that. If you were to get on green on the video, will we sell? No, I tell my team when we sell. Our team tells us everybody. So it's Wednesday. We're good. Not really worried about anything here. Let's see. GBTC, I don't even trade anymore. I could move that. Yeah, I could see SL. I could see Square kind of pumping. Not really much going on. I mean, the volume is there. I hate to scalp here. I hate to be that guy. The 170s. See for next week what we have. Anything that we could play? Nah. I think we'd be chasing it here, guys. I mean, it is moving, and you could see that 43 cents off the high there. I'd hate to chase it here. I mean, I'd hate to be that guy. I mean, if we could break that 157.43, then it gets really interesting. But until then, mm-mm. I mean, it's moving. It's still early. We're only 5 minutes in from the bell, so not really thinking about that currently. Microsoft is slightly green. So funny, the Nasdaq isn't moving as much as anything else. Okay, nice leg up on Square. Wow. So, oh, do I want to scalp the 170s? That's pretty far out for a Wednesday. That's the only thing that makes me worried. I wouldn't want to play the 160s. They're a little too pricey for that short term. So, let's skip Square. It's too much risk. I'd rather not do it. And let's see what else we got on the board. Let's see IWM. IWM is one of my favorites. Okay, IWM is getting a break, which is really nice. Let's see if we can go ahead and expand this here. IWM, I'm going to go ahead and bring this up on a daily, kind of give me a overview on where we are. Okay, so 153 is our fib level. So that's a really good sign. But again, that's resistance, if you want to say that. Nice little gap up. Let's see if we get a continuation. So 153.75. Let's see if we get there. I mean, that really would be your target for a break. But again, that resistance is there, which is pretty nerve-wracking to say. I'd hate to go in there and take a rip on it. So let's see. On a Wednesday, I kind of like to see some next week expiries before I do anything this week. It's just a little too much risk. You could see that 155 level. They're playing that 155, which is or actually 154 on IWM. Pretty cheap, 82 cents. Sure. I mean, if we broke this high again, maybe let's go ahead and place an alert together, 152.84, and see where we go from there. I still have my SLV running, 87%. I didn't catch a bag on it. How much am I up on this thing? About 400 bucks. Not terrible. About 600 on my GLD 195s, which is nice. My SLV calls them about $1,200, which is nice. It's pretty good. I could close there, but I think I have a little more room to run on SLV. It's 3 weeks away, so that's nice. So SLV should be filling. Ah, okay, I see it. So at this point, okay, 91 here. Let's see my trade here. Let me see if I have my order. I have the trade order at 79 cents. It's right at 75. So I could probably wait for about 5 more cent bid on SLV. We should be able to get it. So I'm still holding that there. IWM looks interesting. Let's see if we get that 30 cents push. Then I will take a look here at the 154s for this week. Could be something. Let's see. Ask the team and see what they think. So my limit order on silver is still pending. Uh, let's see. Let's see what we get. All right, let's see some questions. Microsoft breakout. What's your best stock on under $40? How about a $43 stock? SpyG. That's my favorite. What's your SLV limit order? It's at 95 cents. Okay, I'm gonna kind of open here. I'm gonna open my group chat, which is on WhatsApp. That's how I talk to my team. Okay, so you can see right here, guys, my SLV should be filling pretty soon. You could see here I have my limit order and it's rocking, so I should be able to fill pretty easily. So I'm sticking with it. Again, it's still early, not really worried about it. Trying to see if we can get another position, something to open here. You can see I'm up a bag on SLV, very nice. I'm about 80% on SLV, but this is for 3 weeks from now, so I can hold that. I'm about 26% on SPY. Uh, oh, so I filled. You can see I filled here my SLV, top left corner. Congratulations. Pretty nice, pretty nice. So that was filled. SLV on the 25s for the next week, I'm up about 81%. So I'm about $1,300. I'm still going to hold it here. I love the chart here. So again, I'm in the money for it. It is breaking out. So let's really take a look at silver together. I think I may want to add another position on silver. Looks very nice. So let's take a look together on the daily to breakout. We know this. On the 10-week, 10-year chart, you can see now we're getting somewhere. 25.18. Look at this gap fill here, guys. Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm gonna tell my guys. Okay, so I am very interested in SLV. You could see that break here. I'm sorry, I was talking to my staff. So this is basically kind of getting the behind the scenes of what I do on a daily basis. It's a lot of typing, it's a lot of this, it's a lot of coffee. So, but I did take SLV, so awesome. Gold for the 21st of August, the 195s, I should be about 100%. Nvidia, I'm slightly red. SLV, 87% on a bag there. I'm still green. So SLV, I'm gonna go ahead and fill. I like this break here. Let's see if we have some volume here for a little more longer term so we could target the 30s. That'd be interesting. Okay, so the 27s for September 4th are getting some vol. I like that. I like that kind of volume for that upside. And it gives us a lot of time. So I have August 21st already, so that's good. Let me go ahead and expand the strikes. We're going to go to all. Very easy to do. I'm going to put this position down. We're going to forget August 7th. We already have that. The 30th is not getting a lot of love. So what's getting love here is really the 21st I have. The, okay, just saw the 30s for August 28th for 54 cents. So again, we have that target. The 30s for August, I think that would be the play. So let's kind of go ahead and fill that. I love this trade. I'm going to go ahead and fill it. Let's see if I can fill 5. Let me see if I could fill 10. I'll fill 10 of these. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that. And SLV August 28th calls. I'm going to go and fill that. SLV August 28th calls, 30 strike. Let me see, I'm going to type it up at SLV August 28th call strike at 54 cents. So it gives us some time too, just a heads up. So I'm going to go ahead and type it up. I'm in currently. I'm going to go ahead and type it here for you guys as well. So this is what I'm in. Again, I just filled it. So it's really up to you guys if you want to get in, but I like it. So I'm going to tell my students, my team has not agreed on a trade, but I'm going to do it with you guys anyway. So it's a longer term play. I like it, and we're green on it. So you could see 2%. SLV, again, I have the August 21st. I'm in the money. I'm up about 1,400 bucks. So again, I'm not really sweating it. It is nice, but again, I'm gonna go ahead and send this screenshot to my team so they could see that I'm in. And that's where we are. So you can see about 88 banger, 84% banger. We're 28% on SPY, and I'm hawking it. So 28% SPY here. I'm up about 100 bucks on the trade. Not life changing, but nice. Microsoft, I'm still holding. So either way, I'm still holding some AMD, the hundreds for AMD hundreds for the 21st of August. I'm still holding NVIDIA slightly down. Again, the 460s, not the worst thing in the world. I can hold on to that. You can see IWM moving, but I don't think I'm going to get into that right now. I like where silver is going. I like that a lot. So there you go. So Nico Wolf is our VP of options as well. So Nico Wolf, big shout out. He trades with my money as well, and he trades with his own money. So, well, the team's money. So he trades with our company's money, and he's been doing a great job. So I know you filled out SLV. So either way, let's see here. GLD kind of moving again. SPY, I have those SPY 331s. They're in the money. So again, we have NFP. I can hold on to that and be cool with it. But so far, for signal wise, we're still holding across the board. So I'm just letting my team know what's going on. See, everything's moving and grooving. And okay, IWM, not really getting there. Thoughts on Microsoft? Yeah, Patron, but that's not happening. That's not happening. We're not doing once a week lives with me. I have way too much going on. Not happening. Let's see here. Yeah, Microsoft, you could see kind of a little bit of a dip there, but Nasdaq is literally to the point of kind of it's backtracking from that high on NQ, which is the NQ futures, Nasdaq future. Again, we tapped an all-time high. So again, we backtrack from that high of about 11,144. We're still at that 11,000 level. I think we should be able to hold it, no problem. So that's kind of my support on NQ. I'm going to go and create that level as a breakpoint. So there we go. So I'm going to create that level for NQ. If you're looking at Qs and you're playing at home, you can see that 269.79 levels that fit. It may just retest and go back up, but again, Nasdaq is underperforming the broader market. IWM is outperforming the broader market, which is the Russell 2000. That's why we have an eye on. And you can see IWM again. We're right there. I just don't see the volume yet. I really like silver. more. And again, it gives us some time. Why not? I like that September play. A little more, it gives me a lot of volume, 5,000 vol. So again, if you have that continuation mentality, if you have that, the dollar's going to get weak, that's your DXY down 0.77% today. You want to take a look at a silver and a gold. So again, I brought up the 10-year chart, the weekly. I broke that fib level, that 38.2, that gap fill. The next level to tap is around 29.61. We have what, the 30s? You don't need to hit 30 in order to make money on this trade. So again, I do like it, and I believe we should be green on it. With September silver, August 28th. Yeah, August 28th. So again, 4 weeks away. We're up 3% on it. We could stick with it and go from there. My January Microsoft calls, I'm in the green. My GLD 195s, I'm very green. My SLV 25 calls, I'm very green. I'm up at nearly $1,500. I'm gonna hold that thing because again, I'm still bullish on the name, so I'm pretty much in it. If we get that continuation, I might just get a bag and go for it. So let's go ahead and revisit Nvidia. Nvidia is moving with the Nasdaq. You can see that underperformance, slightly red. We were at 453, hit that resistance, and then kind of cascaded. But we have a lot of time. We're $10 away. We have non-far ahead of time on Friday, so we got tons of time. So again, I'm not in a rush to get into anything here. I really love silver. GLD is going for it again. 95 calls at 95%. Still holding those bad boys. I'm rocking and rolling. Disney, what MA do you use? What do you think of Apple? I like Apple, but again, we're talking underperformance in the Nasdaq today. So Apple's going to kind of pull back. And I think I paused. Okay, so I paused a little bit. My internet's kind of spotty, I guess. So much going on. I like Apple. Apple needs 442 to get there, 443 in order to break. So, but I'm not going to get into Apple. Nasdaq is underperforming. Disney, I own the stock and it's pushing, but I hate to chase this right now. I'd hate to chase it. If we go ahead and bring up Disney, you could see just a nice break. Again, I love the stock. Love the stock. So I guess you got the video here. So NASDAQ, you can see there's a gap fill at 137.50, 140. Let's see if Disney's getting a little love here. Let's see if we get that continuation on Disney. Can you guys see me? You guys good? No, I'm not doing earnings play today. I'm not risking anything for that. No. 140s, August 21st has some decent volume, but that's a heck of a bet. That's a $10 move. Again, you're expecting another 10% move on Disney. I'm not a huge fan of it on Disney. If I wanted to play it, again, I'd need some unusual options activity. I need to see a little more volume on Disney. But again, keep an eye on it. The chart looks decent. I own the stock, so I'm pretty happy with it. But I'm sticking with what I got. Let's see if we can bring up NVIDIA again. NVIDIA on the hourly, slight little bounce here, no big deal. Let's look at silver together. Silver moving very beautifully. I like that. GLD, again, I've been really kind of rocking with the metals. I've been with you guys in the metals for a while. Been talking about it on Morning Note, been talking about it on Instagram. You could see that I'm up on my GLD position very nicely. Let's see if GLD has any kind of unusual options activity down the line. I don't see anything. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up here under all. August 21st, I already have it. The 200s for August 21st are getting some love, which is nice. But I already have the 21st. So if you notice with the GLD, I'm playing a little more out expiry just because it's a Wednesday and I kind of don't want to add anything else for this week. We've had a really great week. The 200s for September, I mean 988 vol. I'm not losing. I'm not going crazy over it. And yeah, I mean anything farther out is not getting much. Most of the action is for closer expiry. So like the 14th of August, the 200s are like $1.19. That's an $8 move in 2 weeks. Don't expect that. I mean, that'd be great, but I'm not going to play that. I already have the 195s for August 21st. The 200s for August 21st is no point. I already have the 195s. I'm not in the money yet. So I'm expecting a little more of a boost. September 4th, if I look at GLD, there's no volume there on anything on calls. So I could just wait till the day progresses. It's not even 10 yet, and we'll see what we get. But for right now, that's where we are. Let's see. What does a gap fill mean? Gap fill means that you have a gap from a previous session or a couple of days before. And then what you usually get is you get trends where they actually fill that gap with that candle down the line. That's just a reversion to the mean, is what we call it. Let's see. ASB, would you please say which broker Carl is working with? I'm using TD Ameritrade. Just checking in on some stuff here. Did not pay off a couple of months ago for GR. What? Actually, it did. We've been playing GLD for a while now. Thoughts on WM? Again, WM is waste management. Not a ton of volume on that name, so they're not rocking with it. TDOC, LVO merge, should we expect a spike? LVGL spiked, but I believe it was Teladoc that kind of fell a little bit because they're selling stock on it. What does leave a runner mean? There's a video on that. You just leave one position open. You just leave one position open or one trade contract open, and you leave that open while you close the rest. That's the basis of it. You buy calls after a break of resistance and a put at support. What else you usually look for? That's what I usually look for, guys. I just play the charts. Okay, so let's take a look at SPY. Oh, SPY, we're at 30%. Very nice. Very nice. NVIDIA back up to green, 16%. Very nice. Our SLV call for August 28th is green, 4%. So very nice. I think we are at 4.6%. So I'll type it. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Kind of sticking with what I got for now. SLV, we're at 6% now. Very nice. NVIDIA, we're at 24%. SPY, 32%. And on GLD, I'm in a bag. I'm at 100% on GLD, 195s. Very cool. SLV, nearly a bag, 89%. Very nice. My Microsofts for January, I don't care. Watching it. My AMDs are kind of treading water. Not really much going there, but we have SLV open together, 6.4%. When it comes to volume, what's the key level I look at? I look at 1,000. 1,000 is kind of my key level. I like to see any kind of unusual options activity too. GLD minus 99%, leave a runner in May. Oh, well, if you expect perfection, Jim, I guess look in the mirror because I guess you're perfect, man. But all I know is that we're kicking ass right now. Let's see, bot. What frame do you prefer on your charts? I like 1 hour, 1 day, 20 hour. See, 20 day, 1 hour. Hello. Do you have a TOS walkthrough setup view? I do not, but TOS does. TD Ameritrade does. They do. I still listen to Halo music while I trade. Yeah, definitely. Let's take a look at Apple. Team is liking Apple here. So Apple, I still don't have a level yet. Okay, let's see what they want to say. They say they like Apple. Thanks, GAR team. I got 3 bags this morning on Square 140 calls. Boom, Manel. Very nice. Congratulations. I started last Thursday with you guys. I tried GAR, $400. It's not worth $1,500 in a single week. Cheers, guys. Should have tried GAR with more money. Yeah, you should not worth, it's not, it's, now it's worth $1,500. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Matthew kind of messed it up there. He said he tried GAR with $400. Now it's $1,500. I think your risk is a little too high, but congratulations. Why don't you use CNBC stock movers in particular reason? CNBC stock movers is delayed. And I'm still trying to, want to go live. I want to see live data. CNBC is delayed. Thoughts on WMT? WMT I used to own and I sold it, so I'd rather be on Amazon. Okay, I'm just talking with the team. SPY 31%. Very nice. Our SLV, we're still kind of treading water at 6.4%. Space 35, no. For that, buy the stock. I love when you clap back at dudes. Leave a runner means close your position. I recommend you start with 5,400. Yes, 2 months into the premium signals and wonder why I didn't get in earlier. There you go. It kind of reminds me of that Wolf of Wall Street quote. Wonder why you didn't buy more. That's the same. But we're not a scam. We're not a pump and dump penny stock. If you notice, these are all blue chip stocks. We don't move GLD. We don't move Apple. Don't give us that much credit. By that potential infinite percentage, you don't catch a case of FOMO. Oh, yeah, that's true. hit chop. Waiting for Matthew to lose it all when we hit chop with GAR. Okay. So if you're saying you never hit chop, then why are you here? I don't get it. If you're doing so great, by all means, do it on your own, man. You don't have to be here. Would you still buy what? Would you still buy square options today? Still, I would not. Nah, I think that train's already gone. I'll move on. We got SLV going. We're green on it. I mean, I'm up whole 35 bucks. Hey, there you go. Maybe I'll add to my position on SLV if it hits 20%. Nvidia 21%, SPY 31%. So that comes stimulus confirmed. Is that good for gold? Well, more spending means the dollar will be weaker. So yeah, be good for gold. What does the Fed ramping up inflation mean for the market? Meaning they're trying to print more to bring more inflation. Again, good for gold, good for silver. Hence, why we are in it. Nvidia, let's see. These guys are funny. My guys, my team texted. So we got like 30 minutes left in this session with me. 31% now in SPY. I have those still. Let's rock and roll. Puts on NKLA. I know I hate the stock. I don't hate the stock. I just don't think it's worth it. There's no. I would say the only stock I kind of like think it's crap is GoPro. That's pretty much the only one. Snap I think is stupid, but I think the app sucks. Stock is great, but I mean I don't hate any stock. I just don't. You know, one thing, guys, when it comes to hate or attention, whatever, is that your best bet is just ignoring it and moving on. That's don't put attention to stocks. Don't put attention to stocks that you hate or stocks that you hate. Stick to the ones that you know and the ones you love and the ones that you watch on a daily basis. Those I don't trade a lot of stocks. That's why sometimes you guys send me a bunch of names. I'm like, I don't know that stock because I try to stay focused on a couple of names. I master those charts and I go from there. That's just easier that way. Kind of like Halo 3. Yeah, Halo 3 music is my favorite. So 25% on Nvidia, very nice. 31% on SPY, so very nice. And 6.48% SLV. Kind of see if gold is going to kind of give me a little more volume. So we're in SLV. SPY is pushing, which is nice. Let's take a look at gold again and see if there's any kind of volume on anything farther out. There isn't. That sucks. I'm already in the 195s, so whatever. Life is good. Let's see. See if Microsoft could bounce back for me. Apple looks pretty good, but again, it needs a little bit more. Oh, Microsoft, let's see if it bounces. But 442.98 is my level on Apple. Just heads up. Let's see if we get that break. Yeah, Gandhi, I get it. Nugget is that triple leverage ETF. Same thing with JNUG and all those other things. I stick to GLD. It just works for me. What platform do you use for Bitcoin? I use Coinbase. Someone's asking about Roku. Right now, I need a little more on this one. And you could see 168.78 would be my fib level to break. I'll place an alert. I say that Roku's still in my gulag because it's been very mean to me when it comes to trading. And we're at 10 a.m. Let's see where we are. Let's see where NVIDIA is. NVIDIA is still going. NVIDIA is one of my favorite stocks I own. And yeah, so NVIDIA 35%. We should be able to close this soon. And then we basically have a perfect week because all of our trades have hit. And for the people who say that this is easy, that you only good when the markets go up, they obviously didn't follow us in February when the markets were down and we actually wrote puts. And yes, you get chop. Yes, you make mistakes. It's called trading. It's called life. And if people want to judge that way, by all means, be perfect, do your thing. I wouldn't waste my time with someone that I don't think is a good trader watching them on YouTube. I wouldn't waste my time messaging to that person either. I don't get it. But I mean, what do I know? I don't know much, I guess. So either way. Let's see. What do you mean by strike at 54? 54 is the options price. The strike price on SLV that we're in is the 30s. AMD is making a comeback. I have those AMDs. The 100 calls for August 21st. We're 3 weeks away. Do you know Carrie Minati? I have no idea what that is. LVIV puts. That's not any of my trades, so I skip it. I don't try not to go anything with out of the blue. anything weird. These live sessions are fire. Definitely change the game. Do you plan on doing more? Yes. If you want another live session, I want to get 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're at 4,000. So 10,000. We need something to celebrate. Or 100,000 followers on Instagram. Whatever comes first, I'll do a live one. We got to do it for, a real reason, something to celebrate, right? All right, 38% on NVIDIA. NVIDIA is at 39.88. Let's go ahead and close it, team. I mean, I'm not going to go ahead and go crazy for 1 point. I'm going to close here, NVIDIA. Ooh, good night. Thank you very much. Money in the bank, NVIDIA. That was a signal for our members, just a heads up. And if you do want to see that, I can show you that. NVIDIA, I have the NVIDIA call here. Do we have it here? There you go. If you want to see it, this is our Discord. This is live, and you can see right here, 460 calls. I just closed them at $2.52. You saw it live, 40%. SPY, 32%. I can show you that SPY play. The guys are running it right now because I'm with you guys. We have that square play right here. Boop, boop, boop. And Kevin sent out the SPY call. August 7, 331 calls, 185. August 7, 331 calls, 31%. I bought in 185. Oh, he bought in at 185. So there you go. Pretty nice. Just answering here and there. Answering questions here and there on the Discord. Okay, so just wanted to check in. Hope everyone's enjoying. John, I lost like 15K, but I respect Carlos as a person. He's chilling. Hey man, I can't trade for you. I don't know what to tell you. Could have easily asked the question here and there, be like, hey, what am I doing wrong? But that's everyone different. Let's see. Make 6,000 fake YouTube accounts for life. That should happen. I got GAR'd in April when I joined for 3 weeks straight and lost 2K, but life goes on. Apparently, life goes on for John because he's still here. I used to be in GAR for months. Their stuff works most of the time. Yeah, if you want 100%, I don't know what you expect. I'll tell you this much. If I was 100% on every single trade, I would not be charging $200 a month, guys. I'd be charging you right around 10 grand a month. And you probably still get complaints. So, welcome to the world. Continue to hold SPY for 40. Yes. 28%. We'll get that. Up $800 today. Thanks. GLD, SLV, NVIDIA. Congratulations. Closing your position, leaving runner. Do you plan on closing your runner or do you let it go out to the expiration? When it comes to runner, you want to put your stop loss at zero, break even. So that's how I do it. Of course, my phone is ringing. SLV, we are now red 1%. The world is over. Oh my God, the world is over. You see SLV coming back down? How could they? It's the worst thing in the world. How dare they? How dare we have anything red on our screen? Oh well. Almost of all G.A.R Capital. Oh, congratulations. I mean, life doesn't go on from trading. They may be dead. I hope life goes on for everybody. I hope so too. As a student of G.A.R team, I've learned proper risk management. Okay. What's the minimum should I have? I want to join you guys. I recommend 5,000 so you don't over leverage. Over leverage. You don't want to over leverage, guys. Because if you have like $1,000, what are you going to trade with? $20 trade? That's not going to work. So you're going to probably say, oh, I have $1,000. I'll buy this $200 trade. That's 20% away from 40%. I am still great. Congratulations. 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 How can everyone blame first without looking at themselves in the mirror? You do G.A.R Capital. Thank you. Roku. Yes, I know. Roku. In my gulag. Not in a rush to trade it, but I own the stock. Happy about that. And I think we broke the level. But I'm not in a rush to trade it. Not in a rush to trade it. So let's take a look at some of the volume on Roku if you want to have some fun. So the team about Roku. No volume for next week. Volume for this week. No thanks. Very expensive. Plus, guys, Roku has earnings. So no. Not no. Hell no. I'm not trading that. I'm good. What's happening to Visa? What the hell? Oh, what happened to Visa? Is it falling? I'm not watching the news. Hey, Visa's up 2%. I own the stock. Love it. Keep going. Keep going. So JPM on the move. I own that stock too, and it's moving. I like it. So I guess the banks are moving up too. That's very nice to see. Twitter's on the move. Twitter has been pretty decent. 37.19 break. Could be interesting. I'll place an alert here above this week high of 37.68, and then we could target maybe 40 on Twitter. So take a look at Twitter. Could be nice. I'll go and expand for you guys. You can see Twitter. I put it right at that wick. Let's see if we break that. And if we do, we'll probably place some Twitter. I don't know if we'll get that today. Anything else? Beyond is down. mRNA is down. Thank God I don't play that. Space is down. And hovering at $20. Tesla trading water. Netflix trading water. Apple's slightly green even after that downgrade on Bank of America. Nvidia is up. Obviously, we closed that position. SPY kind of holding its breath there at 331. We are in the money, but it's still 28%. And let's see here. Oh, nice. Nice. 559 followers. Thanks, Pietro, for letting me know. Question. I lost of March and then watch GAR. Never trade off signal, finally pay the MasterCard. I'm making money. Congratulations, Eric. I joined a week ago, made 1.5K off your signals. Mad love. Mad love. I'm happy you guys are happy. That's the main thing. Guys, this is not easy. Okay, we're on a streak, and I've said this before. This is where you want to take a step back and kind of lower your risk. When you have a really good week, guys, the market is very cruel. They'll take that away from you. Take a step back, enjoy your money, and go from there. But don't feel the need to double down and do that stuff. Just chill. We are green on SLV. Need to hit SPY to hit, Carlos. Of course we will. It's at 30%. G's up. If you want to take it, be my guest. You also have NFP coming. So could be a nice little runner if you want to play it. I'm just gonna close it. I don't care. I have GLD and SLV. I have some Microsoft for January. I have my AMD calls, the 100 calls for August 21st. So I'm trying to, when it comes to the metals, I like to play a little more farther out than stick to the same week because they move so slow, and I still make decent money on it. Let's see, monitor. All right. So SLV, we're up 3%. If IV is too high, will you pass that trade? No, I really don't watch IV. Yeah, don't get cute. That's a good one, Mark. I always say that. Don't get cute. So again, if you're up this week, past couple weeks, take a step back. Take a chill. Don't try to get into everything. This week we only had 6 trades. There used to be a time we used to do 13 a week. Okay, we were really hitting it, but we're really focusing on quality over quantity. I got a lot of people saying, "Oh, we do this, do this, do this, do this. Why didn't you get to this?" We have a method to the thing, man. You don't want to just go crazy and just start trading everything you see and just take on the market because your risk is enormous. And again, guys, we can't force you to do anything. If you see something and you like it and we haven't signaled it, feel free to trade on your own. You're your own person. I can't hit the button for you. But again, all the trades that we do, that we say that we're going to do, again, we don't tell you to do anything. We do it ourselves. You follow if you want. But at the end of the day, it's really your responsibility, guys. I mean, you can blame others if you want, but at the end of the day, you're in control of your mouse. So watch that. I mean, I would say when it comes to risk management, guys, take the number that you feel like, oh, I lost $1,000. I don't feel good. Okay, take that number and cut it in half. So let's say $300 is a really bad day for you. Then your risk should be 150. Take that in half. So the power of half. Don't go too crazy, especially in the beginning, because you're going to get demoralized and thinking that the market is rigged and I suck and the world sucks and this sucks, and it doesn't suck. It's just the market's never wrong. You are wrong. And things take time. For example, if you played a video game, Call of Duty, whatever, I remember I used to play Modern Warfare and I sucked, and I started playing a little more at night. I got better. I'm not great, but got better. I wasn't dying in 5 seconds. I was dying in 10 seconds. But hey, that's a joke. Sorry. I haven't become a member yet, but I followed this account for a few months. Legit. Carlos is very helpful for non-members. You're welcome. Antonio says, G.A.R Capital is the only group I trust. Thank you very much, sir. Namaste. Market is rigged. It is rigged if I don't win. Joking. SPY 140, yes. G.A.R SPY calls at 35. Yeah, I'm 35. You can see on the screen here. 35. I'm tracking it with you guys. For your college members, buy at the price you bought at. Sayed, I just say if you see it, just trade it. That's the signal. You could follow us at any price. I mean, obviously within 2 minutes from each other, yeah. Uh, Planning on joining GAR's platinum sessions? Cool, Arturo, cool. You can shoot us an email, GAR Capital at Gmail. We'll see what set you up. Checking in. 35% on SPY. I'm going to update my team so they can set them up. 3% on SLV. So there you go. I know you're probably thinking to yourself, well, Carlos, we haven't bought anything. Why haven't we bought anything? We did buy SLV, which I like. But IWM, remember that level? Rejected it to the T. See, we're 3 cents off the top. If we would have bought calls, boo, not good. See, Square. Oh, if we would have bought on that run up, what would happen? Boo, boo. Not good, not good. See what happens? Don't chase at 9:30. Take your time. Take your time. See how the markets move. At 9:30, all the orders from Asia, all the orders from Europe, all the orders from overnight are coming in. So you start seeing spikes and drops. Let it churn, guys, let it churn. He's talking about 9:30 to around 9:45. 10 in the morning is kind of when you start seeing the real movement, the real consistent patterns. So again, look at Square. What if we would have bought those 170 calls for this week, or the 170 calls? We would have been messed up. That's why I didn't trade it. We held back, and I'm glad we did. That's a really good lesson for you guys. Carlos, I did the 2000 membership, and there's a chat that I'm not in. I'm in the premium and originals investment chat, student chat. That's all you're in. That's all we got. I don't know how many more chats we need. You still offer the $100 option? Yeah, it's a basic. You can join that. GARCapitalFX.com. There's my beads. What happens to Apple calls and puts if they're split on the 31st? They will be adjusted. Anything past that. I had that issue with USO. If you want to see how a USO looks with that, you can see that split. It's all changed and everything like that. It's all messed up. So my 225 calls are pretty much dead. I'm gonna hold on to them. Why? Because I have $100 on them. Let's just keep it. I'm gonna hold on to it. So if I take an L, I'll take an L on it. It's not a huge deal. But yes, losses do happen. I didn't close with the signal group because TOS locked me out. I got frozen, and then I was down to 20% from the 40. I tried to get the bounce back. I should have closed. What can you do? It happens. Mistakes happen. But I made it all back with GLD and everything else and more. So you say orders from Asia come in at 9:30. So if Hang Seng's up before a market, does any kind of market be up too? No. Remember, the Asian markets really take the cues from the American market. American market kind of runs the show. But I'm saying those are Asian stocks. I'm talking about all the orders from Asian traders and banks are all limit orders in the morning that come through. That's what I mean, not Shanghai Index, an example. Hold on because of FedEx. Right. FedEx. Oh my God. I remember that. We closed at break even. That thing soared after UPS earnings, and I could have made money. But whatever. How did you pick the name GAR? Why GAR? My last name is Garcia, so GAR. And yes, this is before I opened the company before billions, the show billions. So it's not Axe Capital. I've gotten that question a lot, so no. You gotta ask, close it. Yes, sir. Thoughts on Apple entry long term for the 3-1 split? What difference does it make? I mean, I'd say just get in now if you want it. I like it. Don't let a couple of cents get in the way. The split doesn't really change anything. I tell people, is it nice? People are gonna pile in? Sure. But do you want a dollar or 4 quarters? The same thing. It's the same thing, guys. I don't want you to think like, oh, this is a bull catalyst, and now, yeah, it's gonna soar tomorrow. It did soar. It did. Oh, my AMD 100 calls are green. What's the deal with that USO play? Yeah, it was a kind of a deal I made. I bought some USO calls, and yeah, $5 call. They did a split. It's a mess, but it's for 2022. So it's kind of fun to just have, and I risked about 500 bucks. Let's see what happens. I'm kind of betting on a bounce back in oil within the next 2 years. So fingers crossed. I see a lot of calls. Do you buy puts too? Of course, I buy puts. Yes, but when it's a bull market, gotta buy calls. Gotta buy calls. And yes, we play puts. Commissions and TD Ameritrade. They are 35 cents per contract. I went ahead and messaged TD Ameritrade yesterday and said, hey, lower my stuff. What's going on? Let's see if they respond. That same problem with the close signal. It happens. Been trading for the last 5 years. I think you guys are legit, and I always recommend you for new people. Thank you so much. Is AbbVie a buy right now? I don't own it. Again, any kind of pharmaceutical, I've been saying the same thing. Why pick and choose? I like AbbVie's dividend, but IBB. IBB. I don't like picking and choosing. Other than Pfizer, IBB. Disney, like a long term. Ever sell covered calls or investments? I have not. Guys, sorry. How do you set up the options work screen that you have right now? Oh, if you want to see how I have it, I'll just send you what I have. Here you go. I'll share the workspace. So share the workspace, share, and if you want to keep it, let me see. So it is shared. Here you go. This is exactly what I have, so you can keep it. Enjoy. That's the link for the workspace. And you go to TD Ameritrade, you click on it, and then it gives you the exact same screenshot that I have, exactly the way I have it, with the options watch list and the whole nine. So enjoy. Thank you for the great videos, Carlos and team. Thank you. Options market? Yes. What are my credentials? What credentials do you need? I have plenty of credentials. It depends what credentials do you find that are worth it. What USO call do you have? I mean, it's a $5 call. It's kind of weird. They did a split. It's the January 21, 22 for the $5 call. It's red, you know. Whoa, my AMD 100 calls. Let's see what AMD is doing. What's AMD doing over there? AMD, my 100 calls for some reason are gaining in value. Ooh, very nice. Let's see if we break that 86.96 level. I'm gonna put an alert at 87. It is at all-time highs. So I'll place an alert at 87.08. Gives you a couple cents to the upside. Maybe we could play that. Maybe in the next 15 minutes or 10 minutes we get there. Should we get into AMD 100 calls? No, it's more of a student play that I did personally. Again, it's a little more on the price. Well, it's $1.19 for August 21st. I don't want to signal it, to be honest with you. It's a very aggressive play. I would say just skip it. Just skip that. There's other plays you could play, like the 90s or something, but the hundreds I'm playing it because I own the stock anyway, so I'm bullish on AMD. And you don't need to hit 100 to make money on it. SLV is officially red, but I'm holding it, so no worries. And again, 4 weeks away. Thoughts on TTO, TTW, Twilio, I believe, Twilio, or Take-Two Interactive. I mean, I don't own any of the video game stocks except for one stock, which is the ETF ESPO, which is Venek Vector's ETS video gaming ETF. I like this chart a little more. It has Activision Blizzard, has Nintendo, has Take-Two, has Konami, I think, in Japan. So I prefer you just own that instead. Thanks for the workspace. You're welcome. That's our BRK. BRK, their biggest holding and biggest highest return is Apple. Do you really want to own BRK because they own railroads and Bank of America? Banks are underperforming. Why don't you just buy Apple, their largest holding? I'd rather buy Apple than BRK. What credentials do you have earned? Personally value most? Degrees, experience? Experience, man. I'm a college dropout, my man. College dropout. I went to school for finance, and I didn't let college get in the way of my education, as I always say. WMT, Lulu, I own long term, and I love the stock. I have not added to it, but it is moving. But the options, I don't trade the options. I just own the stock. WMT, I don't know why there's an alarm on it. It's pretty much treading water. I don't see what you see. Garcia also here. There you go. Check Disney. We did. We did check Disney. And it's pulling back a little bit. I own the stock, but I don't see myself playing the options here. I can wait on it. Respect the risk taker. There you go. Again, it's all about controlled risk, guys. Controlled risk. Controlled risk. All right, so we got about 9 minutes left. I'll answer some questions here. Intel stock, AMD and Nvidia better off than Intel. Unless you really want the dividend, Nvidia pays a dividend. I would sell Intel, buy Nvidia, buy AMD. You're talking about Qualcomm? I like Qualcomm. I just don't own it. What do you think about Microsoft TikTok? I like it. I like that play. I think Microsoft will benefit from it. Let's see if the deal gets done. Novak's outlook. Novak's, again, just like the drug companies, just like mRNA, just like all the other guys. I say, guys, don't pick and choose the horse. Just buy the IBB, which is the biotech ETF. You'll have all of them, and you'll have diversification if you want to play the vaccine. I own it. I have NVIDIA 505 calls for August 21st. It's only up 10%. Okay. The 505 calls, it's pretty aggressive. That's pretty out. It's pretty out. It's about $50. And I'm surprised you're even green. So that's a little far. That's a little aggressive. You reckon after consecutive green days we're due for a pullback? Of course, of course. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. We're gonna tap all-time highs before the year is done. I've been saying it in March. We are gonna bounce. I bought at 2,300 S&P. I repeated it. I repeated it. I repeated it, and everyone thought I was crazy, but we were right. Longer metal plays have hit 100%. Would you hold it? They expire next week. I would say take your profit. I have 2 weeks, so I'm holding. I'm holding on there. SLV just took a little bit of a hit. I'm down 6% on those SLVs, but it's for August 28th. Chilling. I have the 25th for August. I'm still in the money on these here. I'm just gonna hold. So a lot of diz last week to buy Microsoft 200 at a time. Good long-term swap. Yeah, Microsoft, you can't go wrong there. That's probably my four horsemen of long-term holds that you want to hold forever. These cover earnings, that's why. What do you think about this? Love it long term. Love it long term. Been saying it. I own Disney. I don't see any time selling it. You announce when you're selling SLV 30 on IG? Yeah, I'll announce it. No problem. I'll even put it on Twitter when I sell the SLVs. Difference between the $100 and $200 group. $200 group gets a weekly video and they get the exit points when we close. Basic does not get that. Basic just gets the trades that we get into. They don't get to know when we get out. Tech has been very green recently. You think a pullback is soon? Yeah, you could consider today a pullback. It pulled back a little bit. I mean, pullback, are you saying a correction, which is 10%? Is that possible? Sure. Unlikely? No. I don't think that we're going to get a massive pullback, like a 10% correction. We get a 1 to 2% day here and there, sure, but nothing crazy. Nothing like that. NIL options worth a look? No, they're not. Yeah, IBB. There you go. Have you done a trade today? Yeah, we did the SLV. We did the SLV trade. We are in live SLV August 20th. So I'll go ahead and send a recap. Was it SLV August 28th? 30 calls. I bought them at 54 cents. That's basically all I have open in regards to what we've done today. So other than that, I mean, not really doing much here. 200 group gets in and out signals. Yes. Do you play any Kodak in this craze? I did. I bought the 15 puts with the students and the 20 puts with the students. We made about $2 grand. I did not signal it for the members. No. I did play the Kodak. All right, we got about 5 minutes left on the board, team. Let's see. So I did get NVIDIA off the board. Still 27% on SPY. That's nice. I'm looking at my phone. DraftKings is down again, 2%. I own 25 shares. Masterclass gives you 6 months worth of premium and one-on-one sessions. True. The difference between the $200 and $100 group, again, the $100 group is basic, doesn't get when you close out, just the entry points. And for 200, you get 200 premium gets a weekly video with Anthony or me on Sundays, and the entry and exit points. Let's take a look at GLD. Get the gold itch here because I do like it here. All right, let's see what's moving longer term. The 200s for August 28th is very interesting. I like it. Okay, see if we get a little more volume. I think I'm going to do one for the road here. 200 on August 28th for gold. Let's take a look at the chart together and see how it looks. Obviously, I think we're at all-time highs anyways. So 10-week chart, breakout on the 10-week, breakout on the daily, breakout on the hourly, you name it, it's happened. So it really is just about time. So I'm going to go ahead and fill these 200s for August 28th. We're going to go for it. I'm going to buy 5 of these bad boys. That's around, no, I'm going to go ahead and buy 3. I don't want to put $1,300 position. That's $796. I'll do with that. So I just filled the August 200 calls on GLD. Filled GLD August 28th, 200 calls at, what did I fill at? 263? 265. So that's where I'm at. I'll go ahead and send it again. So basically GLD and silver is all I'm in. And SPY, obviously. Da, da. There you go. Done. You know any trading retirement accounts or traditional brokerage? No, I don't. I have an IRA, sure. It's all Apple. It's all, Apple's literally the only stock I have in that. But yeah, no, I don't trade an IRA. I think you can. I've just never done it. I have this is my brokerage account, my personal. I have multiple accounts. So again, this is the one, my main one. This has my equity holdings and everything. So love GLD here. 200 calls. Let's see. Let's see if we can bang this out. So kind of a last trade for the road. So let's kind of recap here. What's the bottom on Kodak in your opinion? Last question. Let's see. Really the 200-day moving average is right at 1173, and I think that's when we'll bottom out. 1173 is a 200-day. Let's see what we get there. See where Microsoft's at. Nah, not doing anything. Thoughts on Twilio? Again, I like it long term. I just don't own it. You don't have to hit 200 to make profit. Remember, correct? Thoughts on Wells Fargo for long term hold? Wells Fargo sucks. Get away. Stop Wells Fargo. They terrible. They are herpes. Don't get herpes. Stay away from them. So there you go. All right, guys. We had an hour in with me. Long-term, excuse me, long-term. Too many videos. We did a hour trading session with me live. We got into GLD together. We got into silver together. I closed a silver position together. We closed NVIDIA together, which was a signal anyways. So just kind of a behind-the-scenes footage on how we do things live on a daily basis. We'll do one more check on what we have. Silver, 30 calls. We're down 4%. Again, it's for August 28th. GLD, we just got in. We're up 1.5%. Pretty cool. Still in GLD 195s for August 21st. I got it now $1.60, so I'm over that. I'm at 77% on silver for the 25s on August 21st. So you can see, been pretty heavy on metals. I mean, I'm just riding the wave for the most part. So there we go. 2 trades. I will let you know on Instagram and Twitter when we close those GLD and SLVs for August 28th. And we'll leave it there, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. This was absolutely fun. Thanks again, and I'll catch you guys later. And thank you so much again. Again, if you love these videos, this will be recorded. You can see it on YouTube, bottom right-hand corner. Make sure to like and subscribe our videos. Make sure to turn on notifications for our next YouTube video. And I'll see you then, guys. Have a great one.